parts and features of HydraFlow. We will also learn the installation process. After opening the package, we need to make sure that we have all the parts necessary to set up the HydraFlow. It includes the main unit with pre-installed stainless steel adapters. There are 4 40 ml collection vials, 4 glass adapters for the collection vials, the blue clamps. Then we have 1 solvent bottle which is used to collect the organic waste. This is the bottle cap or the bottle adapter for the solvent bottle. Then we have a T connector, 6 union connectors, 3 bar fitting, 1 extender piece. For the tubing, we have 3 pieces of 1x8 tubes, 3 rubber tubes, and for the extraction, we will also need a waste trap, a vacuum pump, and either a bottle holder or a jar holder. We will begin the installation process by connecting the collection vials to each of the 4 designated positions. First, we will attach a glass adapter. We have blue clamps. Each of the blue clamp has a smaller diameter and a larger diameter. When installed properly, the smaller diameter will face upwards. Finally, we will connect the collection vial. One thing to remember here is that even if we are not using all the 4 lines simultaneously, we still need to connect all the 4 collection vials to the 4 glass adapters. Next, we will install the waste and vacuum lines. And in order to do that, we need to connect these 4 components with each other. That is the HydraFlow unit, the waste trap, the vacuum pump, and the solvent bottle. There are 3 outlets on the back of the unit. 1 for aqueous waste, 1 for organic solvent waste, and 1 for elution vacuum. A bar fitting is attached to the aqueous waste. For the remaining 2 lines, we will attach an adapter from the 1x8 union connectors. These compression nuts from the union connectors will be later used to install the PTFE tubes. 2 1x8 adapters are installed on any of the 2 positions on the bottle cap. Cut a small fragment of PTFE tube and insert it into an extender piece. And this assembly is then connected to another 1x8 adapter. This is then installed onto the remaining spot on the bottle cap. This position with the extender piece will be later used to empty the organic solvent waste. The extending piece or the extending tube will prevent any organic solvent from getting sucked into the other two lines. The compression nuts for the union connectors will be used later. For the T connector, there are three positions that are available. On two of these spots, we will attach bar fitting. And on the third position, we will attach a 1/8 adapter. And we will save this compression nut. Next, we will attach the 1/8 PTFE tubing to the HydraFlow unit, to the solvent bottle, and to the T connector. So first, using a compression nut, attach one end of the PTFE tube to the outlet for the organic solvent waste. The other end of this tube will be attached to the 1/8 adapter that is holding the extender piece. We will then connect the illusion vacuum outlet with either of the two spots available on the bottle cap. And finally, the third piece will be used to connect the remaining spot on the bottle adapter with the adapter that was installed on the T connector. Next is the installation of the rubber tubing. One end of a rubber tube is attached to the outlet for the aqueous waste on the back of the HydraFlow unit. And the other end of this tube is attached to the cap of the aqueous waste tank or the waste trap. With the second rubber tube, we will attach one end to a bar fitting on the T connector. And the other end on the remaining spot on the cap of the waste trap. If the connection on this waste trap cap is loose using this rubber tube, and if the vacuum is not generated properly, the operator has an option to use the tube that comes with the waste trap. And finally, the third piece of rubber tube is used to connect the vacuum pump and the T connector. So we used 1x8 PTFE tubing and 1x8 union connectors in the installation process. However, if the sample volume is too large, for example 2 liters or more, and a greater vacuum pool is required, the lab has an option to use 1x4 tubing and 1x4 union connectors. Upon unboxing a new HydraFlow unit, the user would either receive PTFE tubing and rubber tubing pre-cut into 3 pieces each, or the user may find one long piece of PTFE tube and one long piece of rubber tube, which can then be cut into 3 pieces of desired length. Thus, the distance between the main unit, the solvent bottle, the waste trap, and the vacuum pump can be set as per the operator's preferences. We will first insert the tip of a universal cartridge in the cartridge adapter. Then, a bottle holder or a jar holder is connected to the cartridge body. In this part of the video, we will demonstrate the operations of HydraFlow for the waste removal and for the extract collection. For this part, we have used water as the sample to demonstrate the features. There are 4 main dials on each line. The flow path valve is currently set to the off position. Upon turning this valve towards the waste flow position, the water will be directed to the waste bottles. And to collect the eluent, turn this dial towards the elution flow position. Waste flow is controlled by the aqueous organic waste separator valve. Upon turning this valve towards the organic position, the waste will be directed to the organic waste bottle. And upon turning this valve towards the aqueous position, the waste will be directed to the waste trap. Flow rate of the waste is controlled by the waste flow control fine-tuning valve. Waste flow in the bottle increases as the valve is opened. To collect the extract, turn the main dial towards the elution flow position, and the flow rate of the elution solvent can be controlled by the elution flow control fine-tuning valve.